I mean, as a player, the draw for me was it's a 1 versus 1 game. I'm really competitive. I knew of Clash of Clans before this and played it some, but it's more of like a time spending game and something you do when you have free time, which I guess Clash Royale is too. But I'm a competitor and I like competing. I like outwitting opponents, so I'm really big on games that take some mechanical skill and then also like a lot of thought process and decision making both in and out of the game when it comes to choosing decks and everything. So it has a lot of challenges. It has a high skill cap, I think, but a low floor at the same time that allows casual fans to really get into it. And it's really easy just to like, you don't necessarily have to understand the game at a high level to like know what's going on, which is not necessarily true of other esports. And I think that makes the viewer base grow a lot faster than other esports. In addition to the fact that it's a mobile game, so almost everyone has access to a phone, and it's a free game, so it's really easy to get into. And I think that's why the audience continues to grow, and the games continue to get better with more time as better cards have come out. And they've done a pretty good job with balancing everything as well.
What makes Clash Royale just an amazing game in esport is that it streamlines so many other existing genres into one really elegant package that you can play in 3 minutes. It has elements of card games like Magic the Gathering, real-time strategy games like StarCraft. It's sort of like playing a MOBA where you control all the characters at once because you're still at the 3-lane gameplay trying to take down the King Tower, sort of the final thing to win the game. So it's familiar to esports players around the world, but it's so elegant and easy to pick up and get into that you're right, like 27 million people entered the World Championship qualifiers. That's absurd. Like, that's an insane number just to be on your couch and go, well, maybe I'll enter the World Championships. You know what I mean? And like most other esports don't have that going on right now. And I think that's what sets Clash Royale apart, is that we're in a lot of games, or a lot of sports, even real sports. It's hard to find the best basketball player or hockey player in the world. They might fall through the cracks. But with everybody having smartphones, with it being just a completely global game, I truly feel like we've gotten 16 of the best players in the entire world here. It doesn't feel like there's any flukes or random people who made it here. From a caster perspective, there's two little bits of secret sauce that I think makes it a great game to both watch and cast. Like Hearthstone, you have everything on the screen at the same time. Whole battlefield, cards in hand, resources, elixir, or whatever. When you are spectating, you don't have to follow a camera that's moving all around a larger map. You're seeing everything as it happens. And also the visual and art design is really well done. All the characters are sort of classic fantasy archetypes. You've got wizards and giants and princes and knights. And whether you live in Japan or America or South Africa, like, these are familiar to you. You know when you see a dragon's gonna spit fire, and sure enough comes up, bleh, spits some fire, and it's like, this is exactly what I expected out of that card. So unlike a lot of games that might be caught up in sort of regional themes or might be a little too childish or a little too adult, they've struck this perfect tone where it's really available to anyone, men, women, old, young, any country in the world. You just sort of see the giant and you go, oh, I know what this guy does. And I think that makes it easy to pick up. Yeah. A lot of esports, when you try to watch them, sometimes it's like reading music, right? Like, it takes a while to understand what's happening on the screen, whereas we've had parents come to live events having never seen Clash Royale before, and by the end they're going, my boy's about to win! Like, they know what's happening within just 2 hours of watching the game.